This is episode 29. Staying focused can be very hard, so I will tell you how I stay focused to get the most success in my day. Welcome to the Calm Marketer Podcast. My name is Kenneth Fong, a digital marketer on a mission to help businesses thrive. I'll bring you on my marketing journey where you'll get to learn from my experiences as an INFP navigating an extroverted world and get actionable marketing tips for your business. Thanks for spending some time with me today. Now let's begin. So I work from home, and I'm sure for a lot of you, you work from home as well. And I can honestly tell you that it is very hard for me to stay focused while working. And it's, I guess, a typical INFP personality trait where, you have all these goals, but then you find it hard to actually do the work to accomplish those goals. They can be big goals or small goals. And it's very hard for me to accomplish goals throughout the day. I can tell you that for sure. But over the years, I have found a handful of things that have really worked to keep me focused throughout the day and make me most productive as the day goes by. So the first thing that I use every single day is this website. It's called brain.fm. Now, brain.fm is kind of like the white noise that you've heard of before, mixed in with binaural beats. And Brain FM has this patented sounds. They're not specifically music, but they're sounds that you listen to that have a beat to them. And after a while, they really, really put you in the zone. So I'm on it right now, and there's different categories. There's 3 categories. There's focus, relax, and sleep. And there's a handful of songs or tones that are under each category. So with focus, there's the most different music there. So there's different themes. There's atmospheric focus, classical focus, drone focus. If you're into electronic music, there's electronic music focus. So there's different themes that you can choose. Personally, for me, I love the drone focus, and I love the cinematic music focus, and the grooves focus as well, and the piano's focus is really good as well. So there's about 4 or 5 themes that I really like listening to. And there's also the relax. So this is where, maybe in the evenings when you are reading a book or just kind of chilling out, you can listen to these too. So I do like to listen to the relax sessions when I do read in the evenings. There's also the guided meditation. I don't really use that particular guided meditation. I do use another app for that. I use Calm for my guided meditations. And then there's also the sleep. So I don't really use the sleep too much. I do sometimes use it to kind of get me into that sleepy state just before bed. So there's, ambient music sleep, beach sleep, forest sleep, and different other nature sounds. So brain.fm is a lifesaver, and I listen to it every working day. I don't listen too much of actual music, but I listen to Brain FM, and it really kind of puts me in the zone, and it prevents me from thinking about other things and unrelated ideas in my head that might be distracting. It just kind of blocks all of that magically. I don't know how they do it, but they have this cool technology where it kind of blocks everything and it just makes you focus on one thing. So check it out. I'll add the link in the show notes. And the next thing that I use is pretty recent. I would probably say in the past 2 months, I started implementing this method, and it has worked very well. I use what is called a Pomodoro timer. So, a Pomodoro timer is a timer that um, runs for 25 minutes and you get a 5-minute break and it cycles through. So, you work in 25-minute sprints. If you YouTube Pomodoro timer, there are hundreds of them that you can select. I will add the one that I really love in the show notes. I actually also, instead of using the YouTubes, because with YouTube, it's very easy to kind of, watch YouTube videos and browse around. So I started using a physical Pomodoro timer that I purchased on Amazon. I can link it in the show notes as well. And basically, it's a physical timer that basically counts down from 25 minutes. So this works really well. One thing I like about the YouTube one though is that it cycles through. So there's one that's, like an hour or 2 hours long, and all you do is just press play and it goes 25 minutes, 5 minutes, 25 minutes. There's no manual thing, because with the manual Pomodoro timer, you actually need to flip it to the 5-minute timer for your break and then flip it back to the 25-minute timer. So when you have to do that, sometimes I'm not always consistent. But with the YouTube one, it kind of goes through and you are forced to stop and take a break and then go back into your working session. So the YouTube one does have its benefits as well. And then the third tip that I use to stay focused at work is to move my phone in a different location or in a different room. So this is something that I've been doing for the past few years, is just moving my phone away from my desk. So the phone is super distracting, and sometimes without thinking, you just have it on your phone, you're browsing, and you completely lose track. So I like to keep my phone. I don't keep it in a different room simply because I might get a call from a client or something like that. So I do keep it about like 5 feet away from me, and I keep it charging. It's on its little chair in a corner, so I don't look at it. I don't have it, but when I do am on my breaks, I do kind of check it really quickly. And another thing that I do with my phone is I do put it in focus mode. So I do have a Google Pixel phone, and I'm sure with other Android or other Apple phones, you can put it into focus mode where it'll remove all notifications and distractions from those apps that you select. So I do have that focus mode set on my phone, and it's away from me. So these three biggest tips have kept me focused at work. For the most part, they do work, but I can honestly say that, there are some days where I do still get distracted. So it is a work in progress for me. And, but for the most part, I do vouch for these, especially the brain.fm. Definitely should take a look at that. It works wonders. And I listen to that. That's my quote unquote music that I listen to during the day. So I hope you thought this was helpful. Definitely try these tips out. And with that said, I will see you on the next episode.